What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and we have some interesting information for you today. Dodge revamped the website, the dodgegarage.com, and a lot of the things that we've been talking about for months have been teased, including things that we put directly in thumbnails in plain sight. Now, today we are talking about the Dodge Viper, and we're talking about the Cuda, the Barracuda. All right, let's be real, guys. Buying a car can feel like you're walking into a game where all the rules are totally rigged. The research, the stress of wondering if you're going to get ripped off or screwed by a dealer, it's a lot. But there is an advantage, and that is Car Edge. Now, what Car Edge is it's trying to make car buying easier for you. They give you free access to the dealer invoice price. That's what the dealer or the dealership group or the name you see on the sign paid for that vehicle. And what does that do? It keeps you from getting stuck paying somewhere around that inflated sticker price, that MSRP tag that you see on the windows of all these vehicles. And knowing that information can give you an upper hand when it comes to negotiating, and should give you a little bit more confidence and keep you from paying more than you should. So head on over to caredge.com/TK. Type in the car that you're looking for. I don't care whether it's a BMW like me or a Tesla or a Hellcat. And boom, you got the dealer's cost right there. No fuss, no tricks, just real information that you can use to make an informed decision if you're going to buy a car. And just so you know, Car Edge isn't just a fly-by-night site. They're not just trying to collect your data to be able to do whatever with, right? They're the real deal. They've been featured on places like the Today Show, Consumer Reports, Fortune, and just like me, the Wall Street Journal. So before you head to the dealership, do yourself a favor and check the invoice price. It's free, it's easy, and it can save you a ton of cash. There's no excuse why you wouldn't want to do that. So go over to caredge.com/TK, and big thanks to Car Edge for sponsoring today's video. Oh, I know the haters ain't gonna like this, but because you know what they're gonna say, right? Oh, he just guessed all of this again. Sure I did. 3 months ago, I just guessed that the Viper was coming back, or that the Barracuda was a thing. There's some things that Dodge does on basically every single product release, right? Think about this. Every single product release that Dodge does, they always put Easter eggs or other things on their website. This is not anything new. Like I learned something from Butter the Insider today when it comes to clocks, and I went back and looked at some of the old stuff. You know, they put the horsepower of vehicles sometimes in the clocks. And one of the clocks that are showing up on Dodge Garage says 1012. 1,012 horsepower. Oof. Now, all of that remains to be seen, but there's a couple of different things we're going to show you here and we're going to talk about today. Let's start with the Cuda. I'm going to put some images up here, and you can see on this first image on the back wall, when you go to dodgegarage.com, next to the vehicle that's covered, you'll see a Cuda. Barracuda on the wall. Wow. Interesting. Not just that. Then if you look at the vehicle that's under the tarp or blanket or whatever you want to call, I want you to look at some very specific things. Let me show it to you. So as we get right here, I want you to look at the hood. Look very closely at the hood. Look at the front fascia. You got it? Now I want you to look at a thumbnail that we just dropped here recently. Now, we dropped this thumbnail here recently, and look, all I can tell you is this. We've been saying it for a while that the Barracuda was coming back. 5 months now? 6 months that this vehicle has been in development? And that they actually had drivable models. Drivable models of this car since before Tim Kuniskis left Dodge. Now, the design has changed a little bit, obviously, but they're back with another drivable concept. And that's why you can see it on the website. And if you look at the far background, we're going to talk about the Viper here next, and maybe one other vehicle. So up here, I'm going to put this image, and if you zoom in, there is a Viper logo on the back wall in that room back there. And up on that lift, what? We talked about this. I told you that they were going to make another Dodge Viper, or a refreshed Dodge Viper that was based off of the Maserati MC20. I told you that. Told you that, I don't know, but 2 months ago now? 2.5 months ago, something like that. I mean, the videos are all here on the website. I mean, on the channel, right? Or if you go to tksgarage.com, they're there as well. I told you guys this. So maybe, just maybe, we're going to get an onslaught of products this summer that could change the shape of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And I'm talking Viper. I'm talking Cuda. I'm talking TRX, Ram sports truck, 1,000 horsepower cars. We could possibly be back. It all depends on how fast Elkin lets them get this news out. And I think, look, this stuff is not leaking right now today on Dodge Garage, his website, the Experience website. They're not putting this out today for no reason. They didn't put that Barracuda on the back wall for no reason. They did it on purpose. And for you purists that are going to be like, this is bullshit, that's a Plymouth product, they can't make it a Dodge. It's happened before. It'll happen again. But yes, they will have a Dodge Cuda. It will happen. And yes, you will get another Dodge Viper, which is based off of the MC20. Power plant, yet to be decided. But I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Or is some of this what you expect and what you want to see moving forward for Dodge to be successful? I do. They need one more thing, though. And if you go to the website and zoom in, I tried to put it up here, but you really can't see it well. Butter noticed this first. There's another vehicle all the way in the back in the corner. And it almost looks like a shorter, smaller Charger. Could that be the cheap sub $30,000 hero car that we heard Matt LeClaire talking about? We heard Matt LeClaire talking about this, that there'd be a cheaper hero car and an expensive hero car like the Viper. Well, we can clearly see that Viper sticking its nose out, and we can clearly see that Cuda on the wall. And I'm willing to bet that's what's covered up under that tarp. What do I know? I've just been right over 90% of the time about products when it comes to Dodge, and been doing this for a little bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Was I right again? Are these products coming out? Sure looks like a lot of smoke on the website. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that bell notification if you want to stay tuned with everything that's going on with Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, because, I Somebody messaged me today. I didn't even know this was published on the site. And this is before, like, I got into the group chat and I saw what Butter and OC and other guys were saying. But I literally got like 17 DMs from different people where I was like, why is my Instagram on fire? And I opened this thing up and they were like, dude, you're the Mopar Nostradamus. This is ridiculous. I didn't say it. I literally just laughed and I was like, nah, it's not like I'm predicting this stuff. Like, I'm told that it's coming. That's the only difference. And the other difference is my information comes from the board table, not below it when it comes to products. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give the video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.